All right, our students, here we are back again at the drawing table with another quick action pose position. No deviating, just straight action pose drawing, and then I will uh, talk you through it basically. So this is going to be like a quick action pose, and if you have been with me, you know I break each body part down. I use shapes for the body parts, and as I say, if you've been with me, you'll understand and you'll be able to follow along as I do it. And if you are new to this channel, hopefully you'll be able to keep up with me, and I will kind of like talk you through it as we draw. All right, so if you saw the last video, I did this position, so I'm going to do a little variation of this position. You know, I don't want to get with the hard twisty stuff yet, but just. So first of all, I'm going to do my torso somewhere up here, and just leave just enough room for the head. You don't do the head first and then your feet fall off the page. You do your torso, since that's the largest part of the body. You do that first. So I'm going to kind of tilt it back a little bit. So you can say the first one, this guy was standing calmly. So this one, it's going to be like he saw something coming up, or he noticed something coming up. So you have to shift it. I'm shifting his stand so that he'll be ready for whatever it is. So I'm going to do this, that. So I'm going to give this the center line here. So this oval for torso. Then I'm going to do his waist, which is just a cylinder, short cylinder, or as I call it, the tuna can. And then the upside down house here. Now see, this is going to be the rough building of the body. This is not going to be the completion. I'm going to do the blue pencil for the completion, and I shifted him over because this leg is going to come down. So I'm going to do that, or do this. I think I'm going to do more like this. So I don't want to get too many lines to get you guys messed up. So right off the bat, I'm seeing that this needs to come up more. Let's work on it. Let's get the rough in here first. So I want to tilt that just a bit, which means the chest is going to be tilted, which means the mountain is going to be tilted. And if you have trouble, just draw a triangle, because you're going to curve right here at the end where this circle meets this and this meets that. You're going to have that curve here. And forgive me because I'm stuffy this morning. So I'm going to put my delt here. And my delt is not going to be outside this. It's going to be inside the circle. I used to do that all the time, put it on the outside of the circle. So we have this, and this. Put this one leg here, which is just an oval. Put the other leg here, which is another oval. Where is my house? Right there. And you want to be careful about how far, because a lot of times I'll have the thighs like really, really long. So I'm going to put this one back just a bit. So I'm going to have my circle for my knee, and this one is going to go down. And it's going to be my circle, and this one is going to go down here. So I'm going to adjust this one. To where it's not going back that far. It's going to go down. It holds his weight, so he's leaning on this leg. Usually these red pencils, I like the red pencil because I like the way they drag across the paper. But for some reason, this one is not really doing and it doesn't feel the way that the other ones did. I switched because it was too short. And it was hitting right in here. I hate that. But I'm going to switch up again as soon as I sharpen this thing. And these are checking pencils. These are not color pencils, because somebody said, yeah, see, this one has a smoother feel. It gives me a smoother line. I don't know why. These are checking pencils like the pencils you use in school, teachers use to check. It's not a color pencil as in color pencil from a package of color pencils. This is a checking pencil. So when you photocopy something, if you photocopy your drawing on black and white, then it should not show through. That's definitely a bigger difference. That felt more like a color pencil. It was laying down lines more like a color pencil than a regular pencil. Then more than the checking pencil. And I got that out the pack the other day. But it's hitting me right there and I hate that. All right, so we've got this. We've got a little lean to it. Pencil's doing good. So I'm going to do the head. Okay, so the neck is going to be right here up. And the head is going to be here. Let me bring it maybe down a little bit. Hopefully my whole pack is not like that. Hopefully. As in the feel of that pencil. So this is shaped like that and your delts go around it. I'm going to put the arm here, and that determines your action pose. Your arms determine your action pose. Chop that off right here. So I don't know if I want to put this out, up, down, in, somewhere in between like this. Chop it off. So I'm using the oval here. This is more the cone right here. I'm just chopping it off with the wrist. Where the wrist would go. This arm, I think maybe I'll raise it up a little higher. See, it's aggravating me right here. It's because I was cutting my grass yesterday. Cutting my leaves in the ground yesterday. So I was pulling the lawnmower, having to continually pull back and forth. And it just aggravated me right there. Actually tore the skin right there. So this is aggravating. I'm looking at my paper and then I'm looking at the camera at the same time to make sure it won't get too wonky. It's a little stiff. Could have put a more of a curve this way and a pinch that way, and this is why I'm doing this. To make it less stiff. Usually I don't put this many lines when I'm drawing. I'm trying to do this quick. If the quicker I draw, the better it comes out. But when I slow down, it kind of gets really stiff on me. So that's going to be the hip. That's going to be the what you won't see that side. That's going to be the love handle, oblique. So, okay, let's put that up. The bicep is going to come here. The tricep is over here. This is here. The hand stops right there. This I brought up. And I want to give him his same weapons, his sticks. I mean, you could put any kind of weapon in the person's hand. That you wish. But this is just going to be Brian draw the fingers. Sticks, this variation of what the guy had in the other, with the other, I want it like this. In the other drawing, no, just basic. So here's that. And this is why I use two colors, because once I get so many lines, then it's hard for me to remember or to actually see where the lines are that I want to keep. So I'm just going to use a square shape right here because there's too many lines right there. This foot, I'm going to put this foot down. I'm going to angle it just a little bit. So I'm putting a point to it. So that's going to be the center line of this leg. It's like right here. Ankle, inner ankle is higher than the outer ankle. So like that. So this, he's leaning on this leg. So I'm going to, I don't want to put it in so much. Put it down. And this is just a cone. This is the cone. See, I shifted him over, but if I brought him over a little bit more, this leg would not have fit unless I made it small. So, you know, it throws the balance off, but that's okay, because if he was talking, no deviating, Brian, just draw. If he was talking, it would restore that balance. And then the foot, which is just half a triangle. And I'm going to put the foot flat. Be careful not to go past the line that he's standing on, so that foot should be right about here and not go past that. And I can do the flat foot. I'll do the flat foot. And I really hate that that pencil is not doing good. Hopefully it's just the one out of the pack that's not right. I've got the foot going up in the air. This is why you just get the form first before you start doing the muscles. Get the form before you start doing the muscles. So at this point, I will fix his head before I stop. It's always stop and you look at your picture, walk away, turn it over, turn it upside down. There are many ways to you're stopping, you're looking at it so much, you're thinking, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good. When you stop looking at it and you come back, then you'll see to yourself, you'll see that if there's any mistakes, the longer it takes for you to go away, the longer it takes for you to come back, should I say, the more mistakes you see in the picture, and you can fix them. I said one thing, turn it upside down. Turn it over. You basically want to get away from it, because truth be told, I did this picture before, and then I went away and I came back, and I kept seeing so many little mistakes, and I said, you know what, let me just redraw the whole thing. I just did not like what I had. So I'm redrawing it. So you see he has more of that lean. He's leaning away more. That one is a little too tight. As I say, if I have to have a good pencil, good point, good feel, and I have to just draw. But when I'm trying to draw and think, it comes out really stiff. This is usually why I don't narrate, which I could narrate, do a narration on some of these things. Maybe I'll try that next time, but no. It's got to be a live narration. This head is daunting. For where I want to put the eyes. Okay, I'll put the mouth here, I'll put the nose here. So we'll put the eye there. So my abs are going to come down, which is going to leave that dark area. And I'm going to ink all of these eventually, but it might be on the Patreon channel because I'm going to turn these into my characters. I have 1,001 characters that I do. I might just make them up on a YouTube channel, or it could be from a comic book that I never finished, or from something I never actually didn't really get too started in it. But I have so many characters that I want to do these and ink them to completion, but it takes too long on this channel. I'm looking at this. Other than that little foot, that little leg here, make that leg a little fatter. Down. Make this a little fatter. All right, so now I'm going to walk away from it, and I'm going to come back and really take a look at it, and then do it in blue, do detail in blue. All right, so I walked away from it, and I'm back now. As long as I don't try to be too perfect, it should come out. So I'm going to fast motion this so that you guys don't have to see me stop and look at details and so forth. So here we go. No music, just fast motion. All right, here you have it. I'm still looking at it. Just something about that head that really bothers me, but I'm not going to fix it in this video. When I ink it, I will fix it all. As I said, I'm going to make these into my characters, which I have 1,000. I don't know if I said it in this one or I said it in the previous one where I tried to do this thing and it just didn't work out because it was too stiff. So you can see the difference. One more time. Boom. Straight up and down to stiff. Boom. Got a little more curve to it, like it's leaning away from whatever it is seeing. So continuously looking at it, I can bring the chest down a little bit more. But as I say, I'm going to turn this into my character because I got 1 million characters. If I didn't say it before, I have 1 million characters that I never finished, or I started and never finished, or I had a concept for. So I have 1 million of those guys. So I'm going to dress them. But your oppose should represent your character's character. Actually, this needs to be right here, Brian. This could be what you're seeing is wrong. Anyway, it should represent your character as in Wolverine would have a signature pose, Batman would have a signature pose. You know, Batman wouldn't be, you know, in the alley sitting, you know, on top of a fence. That's just not him. That's more like Spider-Man maybe, or Daredevil or something like that. Whereas, you know, Wolverine wouldn't do that either. They all have the signature pose. So the signature pose should match the character's personality, the character's character. So that's going to be it for this one. And yeah, leave a comment. Tell me what you want to see, you know, about the drawing or whatever. Or now you know why I use the two pencils. And if I go over it seriously before detail, I'll use a regular pencil. And to really bring out the detail, then I will ink it. So that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep drawing. Don't give up your dream.